It's a disastrous day in the world of Magic the Gathering. Wizards of the Coast has made huge mistakes with multiple Dominaria United products, and as a result, Magic players are already enraged, and the set isn't even out yet.
Magic.
I am a wizard!
History.
I'm an old wizard!
The Magic Historian.
My bones hurt. Greetings! Owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles, my friends! I hope the day finds you well, and I hope you brought some seatbelts, because you better buckle up. Wizards of the Coast has created quite the bumpy ride. Now, before we talk about all the awfulness, let's talk about some awesomeness. I've been opening some interesting Magic stuff over on my other channel. Here's some thumbnails to let you know the stuff we've been doing. You can check that out after we're done here if you want to have some good times. Now, let's talk about the bad times. Starting out with Dominaria United set boosters, because we're actually going to talk about multiple products. So, Dominaria United set boosters. What could possibly be wrong with them? Well, imagine a scenario where you opened your set boosters and all of a sudden you're like, hey, wait, there's no rare in this pack. And then you open up another one of these more expensive than regular draft packs and, wait a minute, there's no rare in this pack. Oh, another pack? There's no rare in this pack. And you think, oh, well, of course, you know what? That's going to happen once in a blue moon. If it happens to somebody here or there, you can't get quality control perfect. What's the big deal, right? But what if the set hadn't come out yet? Let's just imagine a scenario where the set hasn't actually released. We've had the pre-release, the release is, maybe tomorrow in this hypothetical situation. And imagine if there were so many incidences of people not getting their rares in their packs that there were already a bunch of videos about it and a number of people raging about it, wouldn't that be an incredibly embarrassing hypothetical? Oh wait, that's actually the reality we live in. Wizards of the Coast managed to mess up so badly with this that even though the set hasn't even come out yet, this issue is that widespread. I thought that Baldur's Gate set boosters were a nightmare, but Wizards was like, no, wait until you see what we have in store. So, set boosters being a more expensive product and not delivering the rares, that is a very bad look. But we have something even worse than that, because the set booster situation is one where you can go, oh, it's QA, mistakes happen, even if you're willing to be forgiving. But the Jumpstart one definitely feels very deceptive as well. So, what's going on with Dominaria United Jumpstart? A bunch of people are literally canceling their orders. They are massively angry about what Jumpstart is, because this is the second Jumpstart we're ever getting, and it wildly deviates from the original Jumpstart. So the original Jumpstart had 22 roughly different themes, okay? And the idea is that each of these themes are packs that you slap together. Two of these packs makes you a little 40 card deck. So you grab two different random themes and they're put into these specialized boosters, and it was a hit. The first Jumpstart flew off the shelves, and admittedly, it probably did benefit from the fact that there was a supply issue where you really couldn't get that much of it. So it did somewhat create hype around it because the set involved a whole bunch of unique new cards. Every single pack would guarantee you multiple unique cards that had been created specifically for the Jumpstart set. Now, I'm just going to toss a number out off the top of my head. I believe it was roughly 70 to 80 different unique cards were created for this Jumpstart. And some of them, like Allosaurus Shepherd, actually really made an impact overall in terms of people really wanted that card. The Allosaurus Shepherd at one point was like a $100 crazy chase card. Now, that's just to let you know that the first Jumpstart was a real banger. So, Wizards announces that they are discontinuing theme boosters, right? So these theme boosters, and this is one of the most basically recent ones they've done, Innistrad Crimson Vow, most of the time, theme boosters will be based on like a color. So it's like your theme is blue, your theme is red. This is actually themed to vampires, but they discontinue these and they're replacing them with Jumpstart. So they've got this new beginner product. Now, I heralded this as an excellent choice because theme boosters are pretty much, if not the worst, close to the worst booster packs ever made. These things have like 35 cards in them, but you only get one rare. What's the breakdown here? You get 1 to 2 rares or mythics. You have a 10% chance of getting an extra rare or mythic. 30 to 34 uncommons and common cards. 10% of these have one showcase card. That's it. Like, these are jacked up price boosters that failed miserably. And Wizards trying to make products for newbies is a smart move. You need something that's at a decent price point that gets them in, but theme boosters wasn't it. So they say, we're gonna ditch theme boosters and bring in Jumpstart. And what that makes everybody think is, whoa, we're getting another Jumpstart. We're gonna have like 20 some odd different themes. We're gonna have like 80 special unique cards. The majority of a Jumpstart set is based off of a pre-existing Magic set. So the previous Jumpstart was based off of the core set plus stuff from Jumpstart, right? So this one is gonna work the same way. You're gonna have a bunch of cards from Dominaria United plus some stuff specifically added in from Jumpstart. But here's where we massively diverge from the original Jumpstart. First of all, there are only 10 themes in the entirety of Jumpstart Dominaria United. So we have over a 50% reduction in the number of themes. So there's 2 themes for each color, and admittedly, even the naming conventions for them are fairly lazy, but we can throw that aside. That's not terribly important, right? But you've got these themes, you've got this setup, and they have 5 rares that are unique to Jumpstart. That's it. There are 5 cards that are unique to the entirety of Jumpstart. And funnily enough, theme boosters had exactly 5 rares that were unique to the set of theme boosters. That was it. They had 1 for each color, and you could sometimes get them in theme boosters, right? You wouldn't automatically be guaranteed to get them because you could get any rare. But in these new Jumpstart packs, how it works is these 5 theme booster rares that they would put in theme boosters have been put into these Jumpstart themes. And you're guaranteed to get one in every single pack. So if you get the white theme, you are getting the white theme rare, which is now the white Jumpstart rare. They say there's 2 rares per pack, so you can get a random rare mythic from Dominaria United and this one theme rare, and that's it. There are only 5 unique cards in Jumpstart. The previous Jumpstart, each theme was curated to the point where they created a special basic land for each one. Do you have a tree folk theme? Well, we made a forest where the trees are actually tree folk. They made a dog themed one, and there's a dog on the plains, and people love these lands. In fact, these are the lands that became the special foils in the secret layers. This is what blows my mind. Wizards of the Coast knew that people loved Jumpstart. To the point where they were going fiending for it. And Wizards said, okay, people are fiending for Jumpstart. They want it. Let's take these basic lands that are special. We'll put foil versions in the secret layers. It'll literally be the only way for you to get a foil version of these Jumpstart lands. Now, we all know that that failed miserably because people basically said it's just a foil basic. And if they didn't know about Jumpstart, then they just think that they got a random plains or swamp and go, what is this? Where's my stained glass walker or whatever? I don't know if that is what made Wizards change their mind and go, maybe Jumpstart uniqueness doesn't matter. But they pulled everything out of Jumpstart that makes it Jumpstart. It has no unique cards aside from the 5 theme booster cards. And on top of that, those 5 theme booster cards that exist in the Jumpstart packs are also available in collector boosters and set boosters. So they're not unique to the Jumpstart product. Literally, the only thing you can't get them in is draft boosters. If you buy set boosters, collector boosters, and Jumpstart, they're in there. And so you just go, well, wait a minute, what is unique about this? You don't have special lands. What they're trying to do to make them special is going, we're putting 2 regular foil basics in each one and 1 of the showcase treatment. Not foil, just like a regular stained glass treatment land. That's it. It is the laziest, like, it's not inviting. Foil lands, foil regular basics are so meaningless overall that Wizards includes them in 20 packs in the bundles, right? It used to be to get a foil land, you could only get them out of packs and they would show up infrequently. But Wizards has made the decision, and I don't think it's a terrible decision, to make foil lands way more prevalent. Why not? They're flashy, they're fun, there's lots of different levels, but at the same time, they're also meaningless. So there's literally nothing of meaning in these Jumpstart packs. If you're not buying the product specifically to play Jumpstart, you're going to get hosed. And there are a bunch of people who are thinking from the previous Jumpstart and going, whoa, I need to get in on this. You can actually see it. There's like MTG finance and stuff like that, and you can see people defending their position in Jumpstart and other people being, bro, have you checked the contents of the set? You're thinking it's like the previous Jumpstart. It's not going to be, right? Now, obviously, anybody who takes their money and dumps it into investing is taking a risk, and those aren't the people that I'm really concerned with. I'm more concerned with your regular everyday players who specifically are buying Jumpstart because they want to get some unique new cards and have the play experience. I really like Jumpstart as a product, and this is a huge mistake on Wizards of the Coast part. They can't keep doing this where they take the name for a product that works and then just start slapping it on other things that don't actually feel the same, right? It's a terrible thing to do. We saw it with Baldur's Gate Commander Legends. That was not a Commander Legends set. They just slapped Commander Legends on there to make us think it was, and then they overcharged us for it. And they do, like, look at Secret Lair. They've changed what Secret Lair was. Secret Lair used to be, here are these specifically unique cards. Now Secret Lair can be, here's a Commander deck where 95 of the cards aren't special, don't have new artwork, 95 are just reprints, and we're giving you 5 new cards that are technically reprints, but at least have new artwork done in the Secret Lair style. So Wizards of the Coast essentially cannibalizes their own names. The Jumpstart name, like, it had a level of prestige and interest, but now they've muddied the waters by creating this, and they're going to do one of these for each set. But it gets even crazier because they're also going to do a Jumpstart 2022, which hasn't been released, but somehow is going to get crammed into the end of the year. And it's actually going to be what a Jumpstart is supposed to be. It's going to have a bunch of unique cards. It's going to have more themes. And so ultimately you look at the Dominaria United setup and you go, this is theme boosters. You've reskinned theme boosters, and they're even worse now. The only thing that is unique at all to the Jumpstart boosters are just those 5 theme cards that are in every single pack. You get one in every pack, and you can get them in Dominaria United set boosters and collector boosters. So where is the specialness to it? It's not there. And this is a really bad move for a product that is really good. Jumpstart is an amazing beginner product. Removing all of the obstacles to having to sort how to draft. Oh, what if I make the wrong choices? What if I pick the wrong cards? How do I build my deck? This is all very overwhelming versus slap 2 themes together. You can pull them apart, you can mix and match, you can have goofy, crazy scenarios, and they all play half decently together. If you haven't tried Jumpstart, I played the original Jumpstart, it's genuinely fun. So, as a product, Jumpstart is fine for Dominaria United, right? Just as a beginner product, but as an actual Jumpstart product, it is a miserable failure, and it has made a lot of people angry. And actually, since we're talking about Dominaria United errors, I'll let you know as well, there's a card called Yosha Goes to War in the set, and Wizards of the Coast screwed up and left the word artifact off it. So, when it turns something into a 4/4 creature, it's supposed to turn them into a 4/4 artifact creature. A nice little extra mistake tacked on there. And speaking of mistakes too, now that I think about it, if you guys didn't hear, you know the Game Night box set? Wizards of the Coast put out a WPN video for this. If you didn't know, they specifically have a WPN channel, the Wizards Play Network. It's not something that really gets advertised very much, but either way, they recently put out the Game Night box video, and it's only a minute and a half long, and most of it is what you would expect, right? Here's the box, we got a little spinning thing, and I'm like, nice camera work, that looks good. Open the box, lay all the cards in, I'm like, okay, everything seems normal here. And then you get to the point where they want to display the new cards, right? The special, like, premier, ultimate, like, deck leader cards. So they have them on these cool little card stands that I really like, but I noticed, I went, wait a minute. I'm like, that one's damage. You can see damage along the top of the one. I'm like, Vogar is damaged. He's got black along the top. He's got white along the top of his black edge there. Right beside him, you've got a blue rare, that fat siren lady. I can't remember her name, but there's literally dirt. There is literally dirt on the card. I'm staring at it going, did they not watch this back? They literally put out a video. Like, I thought to myself when they first had the cards and it started to pan over, I'm like, oh, look, that doesn't look too curled. I guess they took the time to make sure to flatten the cards or make them look presentable. And then by the time they scanned over all of them, I'm like, these cards they genuinely looked damaged. This is your marketing materials? Go open a new box set. You already opened it. You could see it had been opened. Did you damage the cards like that? Take a little bit more care. It's absolutely incredible, all right? So, I did want to mention one other nice little fun side note thing from an interesting perspective, and that is we're never going to see another Battle Bond or Two-Headed Giant product again, in case you were wondering. Two-Headed Giant is now the lowest ranked format in Magic the Gathering, and I mean, good riddance, let's be real. Two-headed giant, I never really had fun playing it. It always felt like a cumbersome format. It's difficult. It's got weirdish kind of rules. So there are some people who enjoy it, but it's donezo. Wizards isn't going to be making Battle Bond. They're not going to be making stuff like Conspiracy. Those sets are done. Essentially, they're like draft gimmick sets. But ultimately, if you think about it, draft itself is the gimmick, right? Normally you play Magic in a constructed way. You build your decks and do whatever else. Drafting is a crazy different variant already. It doesn't need something like Conspiracy, although Conspiracy can add something to it. But Battle Bond, two-headed giant nonsense, that does miserably. So that is out. Anyhow, that wraps up all of the news. I've been opening Magic crazy stuff over on my other channel, so go and check out that goodness or go watch some Magic lore, whatever makes you happy. Thanks for coming by, my friends. I will see you next time.